We're going to break out on defense, guys. Again, we're going to break out on defense. You got to defend the dream, defend the goal, but most importantly, your future, guys. You got to defend it. All right, defense on three, defense on three. 1, 2, 3, defense! All right, let's go. Defense is crucial, right? And when I'm watching the team, that's all I see. I see great defense, and just going back to their preseason and all the way to their games that they had before they March Madness, like they were beating teams and keeping teams under 80 points. I mean, it was crazy. I'm like, nobody's reaching 90, right? Nobody's reaching 100. Every team they play, they beat them and keep them under 80 points, right? So they're playing good defense. Right now, March Madness shows up, and I'm like, you know, they're doing great in the regular season, but now it's March Madness, right? They're playing teams like Miami, right? Kansas State. They're playing these great offensive teams. I'm like, there's no way, you know, they can beat these teams. I'm like, if they do, they got to play good defense because that's what got them there. So I'm watching them play, and I'm like, okay, I see them winning, and I'm going down the list, and I'm like, they beat Miami, kept them under 70. They beat this other team, they kept them under 70. And then they beat Kansas State, they kept them under 70. And I'm like, they're playing phenomenal defense now. Like, it went from good to great, right? And from great to phenomenal. So I'm bringing this principle up, guys, because I want you to understand this concept. When it comes to defense, right? When it comes to defense, you got to get this. It's not about beating your opponent. That's not what it's about. It's not about beating your opponent. It's about refusing to lose. That's it. When it comes to defense, it's about refusing to lose, and that's the goal. And what I'm telling you guys is you got to play defense when you get off the court. You got to play defense. You got dreams just like Loyola. They wanted to get to the title game, and they've gotten there. They're almost there. They got one game left, and they get there because they play defense. So what I'm telling you guys is, as far as your dreams are concerned, you got to defend it, right? Nobody else may not believe in you like you believe in your dream. Some of you guys might want to go to the NBA, right? You may want to go to college and play basketball. Some of your dream short-term goal may be to play middle school basketball or even go to high school to play the game. So what I'm telling you guys is you have to defend that dream. You have to play great defense and phenomenal defense, especially when you're talking about something that you guys want to go after, right? And I remember, you know, growing up trying to play football, and, you know, the doctor was telling me, Mike, you're not going to play. And he was telling me because, you know, I had asthma. I don't know if any of you guys have asthma, but I had a problem breathing. I couldn't breathe on my own, and every time I tried to, I catch an asthma attack, and I find myself in the hospital. So Doc is like, Mike, you're not going to play the game at all. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not going to play the game? And he's like, you're not going to play the game. And I'm like, you know what? I got to play defense. I refuse to lose. I told him that's not me. I'm going to play the game. Why? Because my dad played the game, right? My mom, you know, she played her sports. You know, my grandfather, he played his sport. My grandmother played her sport. I'm like, you can't tell me I can't play sports. I was like, that's in my blood. That's what I do. So I said I have to defend this dream, right? It might be a Cinderella story for me, just like Loyola, but I said I got to defend this dream. I got to refuse to lose. And eventually I get a college scholarship to play football and run track. And I did that all because I refused to lose. So I'm telling you guys, when it comes to your dreams and aspirations off the court, I'm telling you, you got to refuse to lose. That's what defense is about, refusing to lose. And I'll finish with the last point, guys. The last point, again, defense is not about beating your opponent. Again, your opponent may not be here. Your opponent may not be on the court. It might be off the court. And again, you can't just go with the mindset of, I got to beat my opponent. That's not what defense is about. What it's about is refusing to lose.